This whole towel scene and hanging on the side of the building.
No, we know that is just to get the people interested in it.
But I mean, it's not a downgrade for the movie. It's something extra to look at, so why not, right?
Okay.
Hello friends, I'm Geoff.
And I'm Ben.
Welcome back to another episode of Geoff and Ben. If you'd like to see this full video, it's also available on our YouTube channel called Geek Roll. Come visit Geek Roll for some hand-rolled and wasabi hot takes.
Okay, and if you want to listen to our voices huffing and puffing as we run about, listen to us at Spotify under Geoff and Ben.
Yes, Geoff and Ben, for people who prefer listening over watching videos. We're going to be posting a new episode every Saturday, so stay tuned.
Yeah, but you should watch our videos so you can look at our awesome footwear while you run around. Except, it's under a desk, so I will tell you, it's super awesome feet. Oh, where? Okay.
But anyway, we're going to be talking about the new film, The Running Man, starring Glenn Powell.
And directed by Edgar Wright. Yes, it's like a new version of The Running Man from the 80s movie by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, the original one, right? It's been a long time. It's
Holy
been
cow.
a long gap, yeah.
It's been 30 years.
30
it's
years,
updated.
huh? Wow.
Okay, anyway.
Well, they're always digging up, something old and like making it new, right? But, we're going to go through the usual set of questions, and if you guys have seen the other episodes.
Not yet, because we have to go. Lights, camera.
Okay.
Let's run.
Let's roll.
Or let's run.
Right,
Okay.
let's go.
All right, let's go.
Usual set of questions, just like all the other episodes. Okay, Ben, let's start with the first one. What did you like about the film The Running Man?
All right, okay. So, I can't say that I like. We're going to go for the don't like. Okay, I like Glenn Powell-ish. I like to see this new side of him because I've only really seen him in like Maverick, where he's like a side character. I haven't actually seen a lot of his stuff. He's an actually okay Ben Richards. I love the representation of Ben. If I was gonna be in a movie, I'd be okay with Glenn Powell taking over me.
It's only because his name is Ben. And
I was awesome in the movie. Did you see the towel scene? That was me. Just kidding.
When I was watching the movie with Ben, I thought that the guy running in the treadmill in the beginning was more accurate to him.
That's me. I would do better than that guy. Oh, I answered a trivia question. Okay, no. Okay, so I like the movie for the action is pretty good at the start. It's just later on that it got way too political and too socio-economic or whatever. It's not like that. But the starting, the sci-fi with the the drones and the freebie. It's TV, but freebie. That's a cool concept. Yeah.
I didn't know it was freebie. I thought it was just freebie. I thought
it was freebie too, but it's freebie.
So they made a new word. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I only saw it when one of the screens popped up. Okay. I think you should have explained that. The sci-fi in the novel was set at 2025.
Right.
Yeah, by the original novel, which was done in like 1982 or something. So now that movie is set in this year, and then like the way the technology is, I liked it as a sci-fi thing. I know it's dystopian, it's not that good. I like the new stuff. It's a step away from the future, but it's good enough. I like the setting and the atmosphere. It's a bad future,
which is dystopian sci-fi.
Yeah,
right.
But it's not too out there. It's a grounded version of the future, a bad future anyway, but still cool. So I like that. Acting-wise, Glenn Powell, sure, why not? Villain-wise, okay. I love the reveal of the hunter, which is Lee Pace, because he's one of my favorite actors from Pushing Daisies. He's so cool. He could have been better, but good enough for what happened to him there. Okay, sorry, too much. Okay, so you should try it.
Building on a bunch of things that Ben said, I really love the setting of the film. I think it's a more grounded version of a dystopian wherein I can actually imagine and see the world being in such a setting, actually. If I imagine like maybe in 20 years, it could look like that. That's how it feels.
It's very, like we can have like those floating camera stuff.
Yes, we could have floating cameras. We could have all of these digital billboards, which we already have. And then AI manipulation of faces. We already have that.
That's horrible.
We already have that. And what I like about this film is it touches on a lot of current issues that we have, which is relevant today. The whole political climate, the whole socioeconomic problems, people, poverty, having trouble with money, people getting into things that they don't really want to get into, but they have to for their survival. These things, just being related to what we have currently. I like those things because it touches on something real.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to. I'm a little negative on that.
Well, I liked Glenn Powell. I thought he was a good-looking actor, and also I think he was casted well. I think that this role really worked for him. I don't know how much I feel about him, being on this whole towel scene and hanging on the side of the building.
No, we know that is just to get the people interested in it. It's
But I mean, it's not a downgrade for the movie. It's something extra to look at, so why not, right?
okay. Yeah, there was no reason for him to like walk around in the towel
And gosh,
in an
I
extended
mean,
scene.
just just let Ben at least take a shower. He just wanted to take a shower. Couldn't you at least let him take a shower before he gets attacked by the hunters? Come on. The guy just wants to smell a little fresher.
Nah, some people want Glenn Powell to be dirty.
They want him to be
They
dirty.
want him to be grimy.
Gosh, he was smelling himself. He wasn't happy. Let him take a shower. Right,
So,
right.
what did you not like about The Running Man 2025?
Okay, there are
Oh,
a bunch
oh
of
my God.
things that I don't like about the show. Although I want to stress that I actually really like the movie. I don't like the scene where they introduce the woman in the car.
Amelia.
Emilia. I thought it was just forced into the show. It probably works in the book. It was written better, but
Yeah, she was a novel character.
but in the movie, it just was weird. It doesn't make sense to me that she would just willingly go with her captor that way. And what is with that, her driving skills? That's just.
It was a cute moment.
It was a cute moment, but also like, what? Like, no way.
She suddenly had the skills to like avoid stuff.
It's just too
was-
unbelievable. And then she was also on the plane with like Ben, and I'm like, no way.
I have a feeling that she was an audience surrogate where she was set on a viewpoint in her life, and then meeting Ben, just kidding, changed her perspective and made her part of the good guy team.
So it was that. I didn't really like the character of the girl so much. That she was a great actress. Her acting was
Yeah,
good.
she was her panic.
But I
stuff.
just think her role in the movie was just unnecessary. I thought like the movie could have survived or even been better if she wasn't in there, honestly. They could have focused on other things.
Well, they had to because she was like novel accurate.
Yeah, she was novel accurate with respect to, of course, Stephen King, the writer of this novel. And the ending of the movie, I was underwhelmed.
Okay.
I hate to say it, but I was underwhelmed by the ending.
Which part of the movie ending?
First
was
of all, he didn't even complete 30 days. He only got to day 17. He was going to crash the plane into the building. It would have made more sense if it just crashed in there. But instead, they dragged it along and everything just so he could like shoot the guy, which I think was a little too dramatic.
No, I vastly prefer this new movie ending because of that. Because it gave it a happy ending. Because, spoilers for the novel, it ended with a suicide death. Whatever. Still a good ending. The main bad guy still died, but it didn't give like a whole happy feel because Ben, just kidding, died. So yeah, so I'm happy with this new ending.
So yeah, just those two things, that girl in the car until like the plane scene and the ending was just a little so-so for me. What about you, Ben? What do you like?
You had to ask me that. Okay. Same thing with you. What I did not like. Okay. I love the starting part with all the action and stuff. Yeah, like that's the whole point of Running Man. Like all the close shaves and all the comedy and the fun stuff. But then when it got too political and social whatever, I kind of got lost a bit. So yeah, I wanted more of the starting stuff and less of that talk at the ending. Yeah, okay. But I do prefer this ending where they gave it a happy ending, which I'm not sure if I'm supposed to believe or not. It was a conspiracy theory. But what I really wanted was the stage was set right there. You had 5 main hunters. The main hunter, which was the awesome Lee Pace, and then 4 goons. No, they're not goons. Just hunters.
Hunters,
Goons are like
yes.
the regular soldiers.
Right.
They could have made a reference to the Schwarzenegger movie with 4 people. One of them could have been called Dynamo. One of them could have been called Buzzsaw. One of them could have been Fireball. And the other one could have been Sub-Zero. It was there. It would be easy to name drop or like put like a name tag that says, I am like code name Sub-Zero or something. I would have loved it so much if they did. It was such an easy thing. Edgar Wright could have done that, but he did not.
Knowing that this film leans on a lot of socioeconomic and political issues, do you think, Ben, that people would actually join a competition, given that it was an option in our current times?
A show like The Running Man where you
Yes.
put your life on the line.
Right, for money.
Okay. I don't think, because the thing for the money is it's not always just about the money. There's always factors. They would join it for the fame, which is just to boost their like YouTube platform or something.
Possibly, yes.
Yeah, for the so it's a fame, or for health. Like the way Ben, me, joined to save like his baby.
Right.
Yeah. So those are the things. So it just depends on that point. But we already have people joining reality shows where they actually get hurt for real.
So you're paraphrasing. You're saying people would join because we already have contests or competitions that are close to this.
Yes. It's not
fully just
televised yet. It's not
televised.
sensationalized. Like, see the death on screen, blah, blah,
Right,
blah, blah,
right.
blah. Have we actually we've seen death in the news. It's just a step away from sensationalization. What do you think, though?
I think that the only reason that it hasn't happened yet is because of the whole stigma of like, people using people's lives. But come on, let's be honest. It's already happening. The government is, in a way, already playing with people's lives, just in a more covert, in a more stealthy way. They're manipulating taxes, they're manipulating businesses, corporations. They're using their power to manipulate people's lives. And honestly, the only difference is it's not in game show form, but instead in a more covert and a more stealthy government way. And we all know this. Media has always been secretive. Media has always manipulated footage and information. The only difference is in this movie is they show it. So would
gosh.
people join this competition? Yes. Honestly, people have joined and
people
done
have died.
people have done things for much less. Honestly. At least with this show, they would have a better chance. They would actually get money for their families immediately, unlike a lot of things that they get into for, little to no money.
What rating would you give?
Okay, I really like the dystopian. I love dystopian films. It just, gives me a sense of like a scarcity and like it shows a lot of like human emotion and like what if like people were put into a certain situation. But there were certain inaccuracies, which, of course, there's no such thing as like a really perfect movie. There will always be a bunch of loopholes. I think I would give this an 8.5. I would give this an 8.5. Is that a fair rating? I think that's a fair rating.
Okay.
I don't know much
Ooh.
about Glenn Powell, but I really liked him. I thought that the whole anger side, the whole like, I'm having a tough life, I'm gonna join this. I think it worked. I
I
think
kind
it
of lost
worked.
it near the end, though. But anyway.
Yeah, well, he was too focused on like, running. So,
Okay.
yeah. What about you though?
Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit lower, so sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. I gave it a 7.5. I'm sorry, my expectation was more of the Arnold Schwarzenegger version, where it's like a whole action arena of fighting and stuff, and he had like the boss characters. So I was kind of disappointed it was more related to the novel. And there were stretches where he was just doing nothing. He was just waiting around, like in a hotel room or in the slums, or as a blind priest thing. I wanted more of those where he was like the hunters were there. I wanted that action. Like the airplane scene was good, but he was fighting against people wearing pilot suits, and their high-tech weaponry wasn't as high-tech cool. Even Lee Pace, who was awesome, they only had like a minor knife fight. To be fair, though, he was already limping and his hand was hurt. I mean, Ben, I mean me. Yeah. So I wanted more of the action. But yeah.
But that's a lot, and that's all the time we have right now. So we'll see you guys again. I'm Geoff.
And Ben.
We'll see you again for a new movie or series.
Okay. So, run for it! Not wallet.